Hello, welcome. In today's episode, we're just going to continue. So, in the previous episode, we started on the forms and we designed the category form. We added the category title and the category description. Okay, and what we also made is that this is already having the errors taken care. You can just see here we have the errors. That means if I just come here and I try to remove the title, it shows here category title is required. If I remove this, category description is required. So for the validation, we already have it covered. The only thing I just want to do is to push this form a little bit down so I can apply here margin top maybe 6. Okay, I can try to put some margin, or we could just also add it onto this this header. Okay, we could just add it on that header, but let me just try to add it on the, I think it is good we add it on the header. I'm just going to go to this header and let's try margin bottom. Okay, of like 12. Okay, so that is much better. Now one more thing, we can just actually, since we are on the header, we can work on this the cross button. So this cross button is supposed to take us to this categories page. Okay, so what we will do, since you can't go the other page without clicking onto this one on the add, that means you must first land on this page before you go to this this page. We can use the router. So here I'm just going to come here and say const. So inside here in the form header, so I can just say const router is equal to use router. Okay, from next navigation, and did it import? It did. Okay, it imported. So we have the router. So on click, so on click, so on click we have this. We can just say it is router dot, I think there is router dot back. I don't know if this function is there, it to navigate on the previous history page. Let's just see if this works. Just refresh a second. Okay, I just try it. So I'm just going to click on this X. Okay, so you can see it has taken me to this previous page. So I click here and click this. You see it is working perfectly. Okay, so the form is also validated. So one thing now, according to how we plan this form, if you go to the category form, if you scroll up and you go to the category page on the new, So what you're going to find there is that we have only 2 inputs. Okay, so we had the form to be having we're supposed to have our sort of schema. Okay, it is here. Okay, I'm just going to cut this and I put on top, so that every time we just come and we have to look at this. So the data we're supposed to have, let me put here, we are supposed to have the ID, which is auto generated. So this is auto. Okay, and then we have the title, then we have the slug, which is also auto. Okay, and then we have description, and then we have the image. So right now we are supposed to configure the image. Okay, so let's just go ahead and see how we can configure the image. Now when you go back to this documentation I gave yesterday, by the way, I updated it. If you have any challenges to access this documentation I made here, you can just comment in the description, but otherwise yesterday I fixed it and it is working. So when you come to this reusable form components, and also tell me if you have any issues accessing any of these pages, like the inside the pages, I can also fix it. Okay, so when you just come back to this reusable form, if you scroll to the form component, so the image component, we have all these components. This is where we have the image component. So you see here, adding the image component, I put a note. The image component is uploadthing. So this one maybe say the image component is powered by, so you say here is powered by the uploadthing. So we need to first, so we need to first install and configure the uploadthing. Okay, so the first thing of course is to install the uploadthing. So you can first npm install uploadthing, and I don't know, they brought a new version of uploadthing. So let me just set to uploadthing. I'm not sure if the configurations are still the same. So they brought in this. I'm just going to first of all just sign in. It shows an error. Let's just try signing in again. Make sure you have internet. Okay, so everything is okay. So I could use any of these existing stuff, but I think we can just create a new one. More especially there is this one. I can customize this, which says uploadthing demo. I'm just going to go to settings. Okay, the app name, I'm just going to name it, let me e-commerce. Okay, save changes. Okay, so when you log inside the dashboard after signing in, just create an account. Okay, just the first thing to do is create an account, and after creating an account, then go ahead and create the app. When you create the app, just simply give the name. The app URL is optional, just leave it. After that, then you can just head here and get the API keys. Okay, so that's the most important thing. when you just come here, just get the API keys for your project. Simply copy them here and go to the environmental variables. If you don't have the .env, right now we don't have the .env, just simply right click and create a new file in the root, and you can call it .env.local. Okay, so even if you name it .env is okay, whether you name it .env.local, it is still very okay. Okay, so whichever you choose is very okay. So name it .env.local and then paste this. Why I'm going to be naming it .env.local, because in git ignore you see that automatically .env.local is what they have added. Okay, they have added. If you name it .env, please make sure you add it in here in the git ignore, so that this file does not go to GitHub and eventually can just risk. Okay, so after that, after you have added the environmental after I've added the keys, okay, so we can now head to the documentation. So just in the corner here there is documentation. Just click on this documentation, and the first thing is choose here getting started. You can see here they have other places they are putting. They already have Solidity and others, but Next.js, click on Next.js app router, and then the first thing is the installation. So click copy this, and then let's just install here. So we are installing the uploadthing, and this is the step we are having here. I'm just going to be also following the steps here, or updating the steps inside here. So you can see here, after installing, I think the second step is you're supposed to create an account. And so let me just add that step here. Okay, so you're supposed to first create an account, and okay, so create an account and create your project. And then after that, you can just sort of first of all get the environmental variables. So get the environmental get the API keys, okay, and paste them. So just get the environmental keys from the dashboard. Okay, and then you just now create the .env.local file in your root and paste them there. Okay, so that are the two steps you have to do. And then now we can now configure the upload thing. The first thing is you can install. We have installed using that. Okay, so you can see, so you have now upload thing set up the this. So you can see another thing you can just do is create this file. So you can see create your file router. So all the files uploading as associated with the file router, okay, and the endpoint. So you can see here the permitted types: image, video, max file size, optional middleware, on complete callback. So you have all these here. It has there the first thing here, then create this, then you have this, You have that. I want to see if everything is still exactly the same. So as I've said here, if you just continue here, I said the first step after you have installed, create a folder API and add uploadthing folder in it. So if you follow the documentation I wrote in this app, create a new folder called API, and then in the API create another folder called uploadthing. So you can just say uploadthing, okay. And then if you just continue here, then I can see here add two files. So you add two files in the uploadthing, the core.js and route.js. So I'm just going to go ahead and add two files here. The first file is core.js and the second file is route.js. So just add another one, route.js. Okay, as simple as that. And then now after that, this is what you should put in the core.js. So on the core.js, simply add this code here. Okay, just copy this code and then add it in the core.js. But simply what you are doing is exactly what is in the documentation on this step here. Okay, you can see we have the core.js on top here, which they call core.ts, and then they have this import, they create, and then this they created the auth. We don't need the auth. And then we have the file, our file router. So this is exactly what we have here. We create our file router here. Okay, and then we want to upload the image, and we are calling it image, the image uploader. And then this is what we have. We gave a max file size of 1 MB. You can just go ahead and change this, but I think 1 MB is good enough. In fact, you can even reduce this to 0.5 to make sure the images are really small, because the e-commerce is going to have a lot of images. So we can even put 0.5, really 0.5 MBs. Okay, then we can just go ahead here on complete. You can see we're just consoling this here. Okay, after finishing that, just continue. You can just see here in the documentation we have another one, which is the router, the route.js. So you can just come here, in the route.js, simply add this. So we have route here, and simply is making use in the route. We just simply make use of this file router. So just in the route, this is supposed to be in the core, guys, not in the route. Just copy this, cut this, and put it in the core. Okay, and then in the route, just copy this, just copy here in the route. Just come to the route and add this, and in the route we are trying just to use this file router, and then we are exporting it as either get or post. Okay, so this is making use of this file router we created in the core.js. Okay, so now we can just continue. So after finishing these steps, you can see that they say uploadthing with Tailwind. Okay, they have not Tailwind, and they also have here the with Tailwind. I don't know whichever you try to use, but they have the CSS you can put in the layout. Okay, they have their CSS they use in it, but I will just use Tailwind. So what they do is, in this you can see somewhere I added up somewhere with Tailwind, update your Tailwind, and this is exactly what I put there. Update the Tailwind config file with this. So the first thing I'm just going to do is copy this line, import with UT, and just go to your Tailwind config. So Tailwind config, and at the top at the top you can first import this with the UT. I don't know why they chose to implement it that way, but it looks like it's a heavy work to come and update. So you have to update your export, and then you use UT, and you can just copy this, go back here, you can minimize all this. Down here I'm just going to put this. Now I can remove everything that is inside here, okay, and then copy whatever this object is in this object. Okay, you can just get this whole entire object, this whole entire thing that is inside here. So you can just go ahead and copy something like this, okay, cut it, and then you can just come here and paste it inside here, okay, and then remove this. So now we are using with UT, like everything just put inside with UT, and that's the step we have done here. Okay, so okay, I think this name here, let me just update also this here, add the styles. Okay, then that is that. The next thing after that, you can see create the uploadthing components. Okay, so you can just also just do it. I'm just going to copy this and I update this. So here, okay, set up the is uploadthing. You can see I have it here. Okay, just simply in the utils folder create a file called uploadthing.js. So just go to libs or lib, inside here create a new file called uploadthing.js, and inside the only thing you need to do is importing these components, and we can confirm here. You can see they have these components. That's the only thing we just need. So simply copy this and just add it here. Make sure you copy the actual code, actually just avoid copying the non-complete code. So we have these, and we are getting the upload button, the drop zone, and the uploader. And actually I'm only interested in the drop zone, so you can just leave these ones, but I'm more interested in the drop zone. Okay, then after that you can now start using the button. So you can see mount a button and upload it. So down here, after that, I said, of course, we have the API keys. Now I talked of the image component. It is here. Okay, so you can start using this, the image component. Okay, so export default. So you can just go ahead and now we create this image component. This one. Let's just try it and see. So scroll down and get this image component. So just going to call it image input. So just go to components and form components, form inputs, create a new file, image input.js x.jsx, and then paste this. So basically what you are doing here is what they recommend you're doing here. Okay, this is exactly what they recommend you to do here. And as you can see, you have the either use the upload button, and then it gives you the endpoint you created. you have the on complete, and then you have on error. You have two functions, and they're the ones we're accessing inside here. Okay, first of all, if you just see this image component, we abstracted that, and you can see we have the image URL, set image URL, class name, and the endpoint. And by default, the endpoint is image uploader. And if you check in our core.js, this must match this image component. So if you change this endpoint here, yeah, you have to remember to change that. Okay, and that's why I made it a prop. So in the image input, you can see it is a prop. The endpoint is a prop, but by default I set it to image uploader. Okay, so now after having that, you can see we are checking if we have the image URL. If the image URL, we have this button. Okay, so we have this image. We are checking, and we have this the change button. If the image is there, we can have an option of changing it, and we remove it, we put another one. And also, if the image is there, we can actually show the display of this image. Okay, and now this one I will change it in a second, but then we can also have I feel like okay, this one is not going to be used anywhere. Okay, even if we just leave it as a product image, it doesn't actually, like, whatever we just leave here, it doesn't matter. Okay, this alt tag, because it will not be like used anywhere on the UI. So we have this image URL. If the image URL is there, then we can display this image, and if it is not there, okay, then we can show this drop zone. So this drop zone is coming from this thing we have just done here. It is this component they have. Okay, it is this component they have here. So you can see we have, after this, we on upload complete, when a client upload complete, we just set the image URL to the response file URL. Okay, so that we update that. And at this point here, you could even use the toast. Okay, we could use a toast here if you wanted. We could just bring in the toast and you say upload complete. Instead of just doing this, the console.log, you can just go ahead and put something like, I don't know if it is really necessary to put to show that the upload has been completed, show the notification. I don't know how useful that is, but if you wanted at this point, we could just say toast. Okay, toast to the success, and then we could just say upload image uploaded successfully. So you can say upload successfully, maybe upload success, maybe say image uploaded, image uploaded, image upload complete, maybe something like that, image upload complete. And then we can just also just do this for testing, and if there is this fails, okay, you could just also toast. Okay, you could just also go ahead and toast.error. Okay, maybe image upload failed. Okay, try again, and say try again, something like that. So you can just like use the toast, and they have these two functions they gave us. Okay, so now we can just go ahead and use this image input. Okay, we can just go ahead and use it, and let me just see. So we have this component, it's okay. So we have this, we can just go ahead and try to use this image, the this this image here, it needs a label. Image URL is of course by default empty. Set image URL, and then the endpoint is already set. So I'm just going to go to the backend dashboard, and where we have here this the categories new. So here where we have these, we are remaining with only the image. So I'm just going to bring the image in. So after this, okay, I can just go ahead and I bring in the image input. So you can just bring in the image input component, and then we can supply it with the label. Okay, so the label is, we can just say category image. So category image, and now for it we have to set it a use state. So here on top we have to go ahead and set a use state. So just go ahead and set const. Okay, you can just go and set image URL, and then set image URL is going to be equal use state, and of course by default the image is not there. So just go ahead and okay, so we can now go ahead and pass in these two. You can just go ahead and pass in these, okay, because if you hover here, you see that we are passing in the label, image URL, set image URL, class name, and the endpoint. So I'm just going to say here image URL is equal to image URL. So you can just come here and say it is equal to image URL, and then for set image URL is also set image URL, just like that. So you are passing in, and then the endpoint. Okay, so if you wanted to pass in the endpoint, you just say here endpoint, and then the endpoint you should pass in is the endpoint that is into the core.js, whatever you set inside the core. So if you just go here and you see in the core, we set this to be image uploader. So you set it like that. Here you set it to be image uploader, and that's why you see it by default is what I set. Okay, now since we are going to have very many images, for instance for the product and others, actually let's just change this one. Okay, just simply go to this. You want to change it so that you see. I'm just going to go to the core, and I can change this to category image, for instance, category image uploader. Okay, so this is the category image. Just simply copy this. Now let's pass this onto the endpoint. So where we have this endpoint, let me just close this, all these things here. Okay, I can have a lot of files open, I don't know why. So just try to close all these files here. Okay, just try to close all this, and let's go up here and go to new. So the endpoint, just change the endpoint to this one, category image uploader, so it will replace the other one. Okay, so now let's just look onto the UI if we have anything back onto the UI. Okay, so guys, we have something here. Okay, we can just go and see. Okay, now we have to change this one. Okay, I'm just going to copy what we have in for others. So scroll down on this other text area input, just simply copy the styles for the label. So just copy this and go to the image input, and where we have the label here, you can simply update the styles here, and then it will just going to change this to this. Now this is loading. Let's give it a second. Okay, let's give it a second and we see. Let's give it a second, but so far we have it here, and we can also just go back to the dashboard, and that is the last thing. After you are finished there, that is the only last thing you need, I guess. Avoid loading state, blah blah, I don't know. Just go back to the dashboard, and I can just go into this. Okay, and then I can just go to my files. So you can see right now we have no any file. Okay, we have no any file so far yet. Let's see here. Okay, this is taking some time. Just wait a second and see. I don't know if they did not cater for the dark mode. So we have our form still looking amazing, even on this on the light mode. Okay, so I'm just going to refresh. Okay, so finally is here. So finally we have this, and if you just look clearly, you see here we have the in the light mode we have choose files, and then it is image 0.5 MBs. Okay, so if you just clicked, so now we can upload any image, and just for testing purposes, I'm just going to go to this. Okay, not Instacart, there is this other one, this one which had categories. So just go back here on the home page, and I just need to get some of these categories. So we have the categories here. We have, for instance, fresh fruits, and it has this image. Just save this image. Let me just save. Okay, and I'm just going to have downloads. Okay, I'm just going to have here, try to be organized. So I'm just going to create here, let me, okay, test data, and then inside here I'm just going to have the add a new folder, categories. Okay, and then inside this one I'm just going to add, this one is for fresh fruits. Okay, so I'm just going to have this uploaded. So just come here, choose file, go here, categories, and let's upload this. Okay, just upload. Image upload failed. Let's go and look at the error. Just a second, let's look at the error in the console. Just a second. Okay, unable to get the, they just go ahead and also in the image here, let me just make this one empty to make sure we don't have any problems. I'm just going to go here on upload complete. We are also consoling the response, okay, so that we are, and then here we are just putting the message. We need the error message, and I think we should also have the whole error message, and then can put comma, and we can just also put the error so that we can look at the whole entire error. Okay, so let me just go back. Try to upload another image. Just click on this, upload. Okay, then you say upload the image. Let me first go off here, upload the image upload failed. The image here is saying that error, unable to get the pre-signed URLs, error to this. Let's just go back here and we see if we have all this. Okay, optional, and this one, step number 6 is optional. Okay, upload needs to get the info from your server to give permissions info. Normally this means a loading state. We built an optional plugin to prevent that. Okay, oh, so this is where we have the loading, and then here they say with the SSR plugin. So to add the SSR and avoid loading state, simply render the next plugin hydration helper in the body or route before the children. So that means you can just simply go to we can just go to this and we put it in the router. So they are just getting the plugin here, and then inside the body they have this. Okay, the extracted config, so writer config is extract. Okay, so let's just go and get this. We can just use this plugin and see how it works. So just in our layout, so we have a layout here, and we could just do, we are not having any image upload, I guess, in the other side, but we could just put it inside this body or in the providers. Okay, we could just go and put in the, you can see it is inside the body. Yeah, so just go and put in the providers. Okay, we could just put here in the providers and see if this works. So what do we do? So we have to add this before the children. So here we can just do this, add this, and they say they extract, we extract only the route configs from the route to prevent additional information from being leaked to the client, and blah blah. I'm just going to remove this comment. Okay, and try to import this SSR plugin. It seems is not importing, so just get them. So get these two. Okay, just put it here. import our file router. You know, if this is really needed. Let me see, they passed it in. Okay, so we can just have this. Okay, so now we have this in the providers, and they say here you are done. Okay, and let's just see if there is any changes. Of course, this one here we can add any path here. Can just say /. Okay, and then we have the app, so we could just say // // so we have app. Inside the app we have API. Inside the API you have uploadthing. Inside the uploadthing we have the core. So this comes from the core. Let's see. I think so. Comes from, yeah, the core. This should now solve the problem here. Just remove this. So the problem of loading now is gone, but now we still have the problem of our image not uploading. Okay, we still have the problem of our image not uploading. Okay, just see drag here. I don't know why. And by the way, let's make sure everything is okay. Let me just try again, and this time let me just try another image. You never know. Let me just see this one. Okay, let me just try this. Load. Okay, so we have the notification. Okay, there's they bring here a post image with src blah blah. Then down here we have this, the post internal server error, uploadthing action type slag, upload, and categories here unable to get the pre-signed URLs error, and response. Okay, the only first thing you have to do is to confirm everything is okay. So I'm just going to go back to the API upload thing. So they just go back here and go up the stages. Step number 1, we have the right environment variables, and we also installed this. Let's hope everything installed, and if it didn't install anyways, so we uploaded the upload thing and upload thing React. Let's see. Yep, so that was it. We have the environment variables added. Then set up the file router. If you check, we have this import, we have this F, we create the router, and inside the router we have this image uploader, and then we have this file, and then we have the max file size. Maybe let's set it to 1 MB. Maybe the size I set here is not acceptable. Let me just go back in a second in the core. Let me just leave this at 1 MB. Okay, so we have this, we don't need the middleware, so we have this. And then after we have attached on complete, the only thing I'm seeing is async. Okay, I have it async. Then we have the metadata and the file, and then we can console this, and then we have return. Okay, you can just add this inside here, return, and you see they just like returning the uploaded by. So here you can just go ahead and add this return uploaded by whatever. Here you could just add here, whether you put your name, it doesn't matter, but you can return something here, and that's it. So we have the API route, which is just using this. The API route here is using is getting from .core, and you can see exactly. And then we export this router. Then we have the Tailwind, which we set up correctly. We have the component and everything. Let's just try again and see. So here we have the upload button. We have passing the endpoint. Then we have on client upload complete. We have this res, which have here, and then we have also this one. So just try to do upload once again. Just refresh, and you see this time we don't have this upload thing here. Okay, just click on the image. Just go back to this image, upload. Okay, so I think it must have been the size. Okay, we still have a problem. Upload complete, I guess. You can see here upload completed. Okay, okay, so here we have this name, fresh fruits, we have this image, and if we check in our dashboard, refresh. Okay, so we have the image. Okay, we have the image. That's great. So the upload is working. And guys, the problem was on the size. This says I put here 0.5 is not accepted. At least I've seen that. So here we have the image, but then why are we not having the preview? Let me just check on that. The image is there, but we did not have the preview. Okay, according to our plan, okay, when the image comes, let's first also confirm the image which came back. It has refreshed. Did it? Nope. We still have an array here. So on this array, let's go inside here. We have the key name, server data, and then we have the URL. So they changed the changed the stuff here. You can see we don't now have the file URL. They only have URL. There is server data here, uploaded by JB size. So here they changed the keys, guys. Okay, they changed the keys here. So instead of the file URL, so you can see the response is an array. Okay, and it has only one item. That's why I'm having 0. So we're accessing this, and then now you, instead of file URL, we have this as URL. Okay, I'm just going to update this in the documentation. Okay, I'm just going to update this in the documentation. So where we have here it is URL, as simple as that. So now let's upload another one. I'm just going to go and delete this. Okay, let's just go and test this time. I'm just going to remove this, upload, just click like that, upload. Okay, just see. Okay, so we expected this error. So this here it says that this image, the host name, this is not configured under images. You can actually click here on this link and they will tell you exactly how to configure the host. So simply copy this. Okay, you can just simply copy this, and I like using so just simply copy this, what they put here, images. Okay, just copy this remote patterns, and let's go to this, next config, and then inside here just simply add images, remote patterns, and you can just remove this port. Okay, you can just remove the port and just we leave only one, like these two things here. Just leave the protocol and the host name, and then in the host name, so go back to our app and copy this host name, this one. Just copy this and let's add it here. So if you have others, you just simply duplicate this this inside one here. Okay, so now this is going to restart the server by itself, I guess. So if you check here, it is going to restart. You can see here found changes in Xconfig, restarting the server to apply the changes. So the server starts again. Okay, let's just wait. Okay, so ready. Okay, we have to refresh, so that one is going to be gone, the image. Then we upload another one. I'm just going to go this side, also delete this one. So let's just refresh and see what we have. It is compiling. You can see here on the terminal is compiling. I'm just going to drop this down. Okay, so we have this. I'm just going to upload the file again. Upload. Okay, and by the way, so what? Let me just go to the Next.js documentation in a second. So here in the app router, I want you to just come here and just type in remote patterns. So remote patterns. Okay, just click on that. So here they talk about the account. So this one, you can see we only need the protocol and the host name. protocol and the host name. Images, remote patterns. So here they say below is another example of in the next config file. I like using this one, not this whole thing. Should be working. I don't know why. UTF is not configured. Really? Okay, so I'm just going to give it I'm just going to add reset by myself. We have images. Let's make sure everything is okay, the way it's supposed to be. I'm just going to bring back here. You can see this is images. Then you have remote patterns, which is an array. We can just copy once again remote patterns, which is an array, and then it has inside this object. There is nothing here. Protocol, HTTPS, host name, which is this one. Okay, there is nothing. Maybe just to hard reset to. I'm just going to put here once again, and let's make sure it is HTTPS. So it is, you can see it is HTTPS, and the image is there, by the way. So I'm just going to go ahead and restart this site, this time by myself. Okay, I'm just going to Control C. Okay, I'm just going to first stop the server, and then I can run it again. Okay, just run it again. Is compiling. I'm just going to go meanwhile back to categories, and you can go back to categories. Okay, wow, this one in the light mode looks terrible. This button here in the dark mode, can I fix that in a second? All these are not defined. Where do they come from? Let me first close this. I want to fix this in a second. It doesn't look right. If you go in this, we call this a page header, I guess. Page header. Is it? Is it page header? I don't think so. Let's go back to this dashboard, catalog, categories, and then in the page, we call it table actions. So in the table actions, first thing is we have to change some things on the upload. We have this text to gray, and this is supposed to be on the dark. And then we already have on the dark text white, wait, just a second. So this one has to be, let's first see in the dark mode. So in the dark mode we are good. So this button is supposed to change to what? This background is supposed to change maybe to white. Okay, so we have this BG, should be in the dark. Let's try in the light mode. We try BG slate 100. Okay, in the light mode. Okay, so this is better than now on the hover. So, and this one should also be dark. So unknown circumstances, I want to give border slate 900. Okay, and then there is hover, dark hover, hover, there is this text white. Okay, just remove this hover. Okay, so we have this like that. Now I don't know if this should remain that. We could make this card become white. So this whole thing, this should be in the dark. We could just give this one to be BG white. Okay, it did not turn to white. BG white, just like that. Just see. Okay, yeah, so we have this as BG white. Okay, so just add the category here. Okay, then just upload the image once again. Okay, okay, upload complete, and we have our image. That's great, guys. Finally we have the image. Now here I wanted to change the styles of this. If we check in the image input, the styles we are having here for the image, if you check in this image here, we're having the width and height to be that, and here we should give this height, and then instead of this, can I just say object? Let me see other. There is this object fill, object contain. Can we just try like object contain? Okay, I don't think it needs yep. So object contain is much better. It gets the image the way it's supposed to be. Okay, so you can try also testing this, the change. So if I click on change, you see it gives me again the drop zone, and then I can upload another image, and now we can add this image. Close this. We are done that side. If I go back here in this image URL, I can just add this onto this. Okay, on this, after adding the slug, I can also just go ahead and I say data dot image URL is equal to image URL. as simple as this, and this one will add it in the data we are submitting for this. So if I just go ahead and console to those data, let's upload one more image, and you can just go here and you delete these ones. Okay, just go ahead and delete these ones, and let's go ahead and upload more. So just upload this very image. Okay, upload. Okay, so we have here the preview. So the previews here. So if I click on create, okay, we still have these. Fill in these other ones. Just a category fresh fruits. So the category is fresh fruits. The description, this is fresh fruits. Okay, fresh fruits. You have the image, so just come here and create. So now you see we have the object now, and this is nice. We have the description, image URL, we have the slug, and then we have the title. So everything is working the way we expected. So this is really, really nice. Okay, this is really nice. I love this. Okay, I love this. Now we could just go ahead and connect this to the database, and we could just like make it work, or we could just go ahead and work on other forms. Okay, we just like go ahead and work on other forms. What I just normally want is to work until this data reaches the API endpoint. Okay, we could just extend this data up to the API endpoint, and then we set all others to reach there. Okay, let me just go ahead and just go inside the app API. So inside here, the API, you can create a new folder called categories. Okay, and then you can call a here route .js. Okay, so you can have that, and then of course you can just go ahead and you say export async function, export async function here, export async function post, and then it takes in a request. Okay, and then here just try catch, and in this one you could just say const, and we need just to extract the title, slug, image URL, and the description. These are the things we need from the request, and these ones we get them from the request.json. Okay, just as simple as that. So just extract these three things, the four things rather, is here, and then of course I can just say const new category is equal to this object. So you could just come and use this object here, just like that. Just remove this. So this is the new category, and then I can just go ahead and say, now we're just going to do it, of course, some stuff, but right now you can say return next response, dot JSON of the new category. As simple as that. And if there is error, we can first console.log the error, and then we also return next response dot JSON, and here we can just return the first of all an object. So you can just return here an object, the for instance we could just say message image upload failed. Now the category create, you can say here creating category failed, failed to create category, just say here failed to create category, and then here we could just have error. Okay, we could have also the error attached there, and then we just also have here status. So this one's supposed to be status, and this one can just be a status of 500. Okay, so just like that. So we have this. Try to do image handling. Okay, so what we just want to know is the data going to reach this side. We receive it here, and then we can just console.log it also. Console.log new category. Okay, so how do we send this data? So go back here to this, go back to this catalog in here. So when we add this data, you can see it comes to this async function. One thing we have to do also is loading. So const loading set loading, and is equal to use state. Okay, my PC is freezing, so use state, and here by default we just set this to false, and this one's supposed to be passed, these two states are supposed to be passed in this button. Okay, so you can see here we have is loading, and this is set to loading, and then you also set, if you hover on the button, you see that we can pass, it actually just needs the loading state only. It just needs the loading state. Other things we just have to set the loading when this whole process starts here. So when we start on top here, we start with set loading, and we set it true. Okay, and we're just going to see this. We can first leave it. Actually, let's look at this, the API request that is going to help us make the data. So just go back to this file here and scroll up, and now we can just go and go back to this REMI, and then where we have helper, just click on this helper functions, and now on this helper function there is one function we have, which is this make API request. So we have this API request.js, and this one says the make post, it has two functions, the make post and the make put. Okay, so just here the make post request function is designed to facilitate making post requests to a specified API endpoint, it takes in parameters such as loading state, endpoint URL, data payload, resource name, and the reset function. Upon a successful response, it updates the loading state and displays a success toast message indicating the creation of a new resource and resets the form if provided. So you can see we have this. Okay, so just go ahead and create this API request.js. So this API request.js in the libs. So just go back, and I'm just going to copy this code, copy this. I'm just going to go to API in the libs. So where is the libs? Here. Just copy this API request.js and then paste this. Now there is one function we have, which is this makePostRequest. So makePostRequest, this is exactly what we would try to do. We would try to set the loading state true, and then we get this. We try to make a request. Okay, we do a fetch. Okay, we pass this base URL, and what you're going to do, go to this and set up this next public base URL. Just go and do that. So I'm going to go to the environmental variables. I'm just going to set this next public base URL is equal to, so you can just put here, and you can just go ahead and copy it from the project, just this first thing here, this, just paste it there like that, and then come back to the API request. So now we have the base URL as process.env.nextPublic base URL, and we're going to use it in the request. So we have the response, which is equal await fetch, and then we pass in the base URL. It would be something like, for instance, fetch. Would pass in fetch, and then in this page we know we pass in this, so it would be HTTPS. Let me just put here HTTPS HTTP localhost 3000. Okay, this one is this, and then of course we pass the endpoint, for instance API, so we just pass here API categories, for instance API categories. Okay, so and then I will pass the method post, we pass the headers, and then we pass in the data. Okay, so then we wait for the response. So if the response is okay, then we do this. Else, by the way, we are just going to do something unique here. If the response is not okay, it comes here. But then if we have, for instance, status 409, we might just need to handle it here. We'll see that. Okay, so now we have here the response. Everything is okay. It's supposed to toast new resource name created successfully. So the resource name is whatever you passed in. Okay, so let's try to use this and see if this works out. So just come here and use this makePostRequest, and you can just take it with all this so that we see what we need to use. So in this page where we have this on submit, after this, after you have done everything on your data, down here we can use this makePostRequest and just get it from the libs. So here it takes in all this data. The first one is set loading, okay, and then takes here the endpoint. Let's try to put the endpoint here, which is API categories. Okay, and this endpoint you pass in here is the one that we created here. You can see we have API and then we have categories. So this is the one you pass in API categories. It is the one we pass in here. Now this one will propagate to this function, and you can see the endpoint will be put here. Let me just remove this. It will come here. You can see stroke endpoint. So going back here, we pass in the data, which is actually the data here. This very data. Resource name is category, so it's here. You can just pass in a category, and then this reset function comes from this register. So here you pass in a reset from, so you get also the reset function from this use form, so that we also pass it in to be able to reset the form. Okay, so that's how this works. Of course, when this one is successful, you can go ahead and also reset the image, but we can just first leave it like that. Okay, so now let's try it. If this one works, I'm just going to go first of all in the console here. Okay, try to add fruits, fresh fruits, and then here fresh, this is fresh fruits category. Okay, then let's upload the image. Upload. Okay, we are uploading the image upload complete. I'll go ahead and create the category. Okay, you can see create category, create new category created successfully. So we have all this data. You can see it here. This one is from the one we sent. This on the data. If we check on the console, we must have another object that is in the API. If I come here, you can see right away. We have the fresh fruits, we have the slug, we have the image URL, and then we have the description. And this means that everything is really working. And if you check the form, the things were reset here, they are not there. Now that's why I was saying this image, we could also go ahead and clean it up. And if you want to do that, is when this, of course, when this one goes through, you can just come here and say set image URL. So later on, you can just say set image URL back also to empty, and this, when this one goes through, okay, we could also just use the try catch. When this one goes through, then we want to set the image URL to empty, and we have this now set up really well. Okay, we have this set up really well. Now we can just move on to another resource, and we try to set it. We have the category now working properly, which is really nice. Okay, we have this working up properly, and the image also can be uploaded in the dark mode still. I don't know why they didn't support the dark mode here. Okay, if we try to inspect, can we inspect this? If I try to inspect this image component, you can see there is this here. I just want to see this, where this whole border comes from. They have this SVG, they have we have this label, first of all, I'm just looking for this. There is this data label ready, and then there is this one. Okay, and there is no way we could add it, give it a class. Okay, there is no way we can give it a class here. Everything was given. Text gray 600. Okay, if you just look in the documentation, I don't know if this, it doesn't take in the prop. Okay, there are no props. They have tried to say on the upload button, we could just not like pass in anything here on this endpoint. You see, it comes when it has a wrapper, and then they have this button with all the styles done. Okay, that I'm just going to leave it like that. It doesn't look, it is not looking so much terrible in the dark mode. We can still move up with this. Okay, so let me close up this, and what we want now is transform this to others. So we have now, I don't think we are going to have attributes. We will not have attributes. Okay, we'll have the coupon. Okay, we'll have the coupon, and then we have the store slides, and show you what store slides will look like. So if you go back to this dummy website, I think this one doesn't have these sliders that always just like be here sliding. If I show you from this, like these images here, these ones. Okay, so we'll have these ones. There will be the image sliders. So someone can add the image slider, and then should have also a link. Okay, it should have a link that that person is trying to send this, and it can also have maybe a description, whatever, but it should just have like the image and the stuff only. Let's just go this side. So we have the coupons. So if we check what the coupons are all about, just log in here. So if you check in the catalog, if you check here in the catalog and you check on the coupons, okay, so if you just go add a new coupon, and like the coupon has even a banner image. Is it really necessary? I don't think so. You're not going to upload the image. We only need the coupon, the campaign name, then the campaign code, which we can also generate, auto-generate, and then the coupon validity, which is just like the date. Okay, so I think that is enough. I don't think we need a coupon banner really. Okay, I don't think we need a coupon banner. And then it has also this status. Okay, yeah, I think the status is really necessary. And actually, by the way, even the category, they will have status. Okay, even the category, they just go here. Even the category, they can have status here. We might just not like add by default. When someone creates a category, it should have a status, so you can just come here and we can have it false or true. You can see here these ones have like for this they have status, and they also have here is published. Do we really need to have all these ones? Yeah, we can have, it can be still active, but here, and it doesn't mean like it is published. You can still like find that it is not published. Okay, so we can have two things. Even for the other one, we can have the status active, and I'm just going to have here the on this one. Okay, we can just add that, and you can just say data.status status is equal to, so here we can just either say false. For false, we just say that is active, and for true active, so it is up to us what we would think. Okay, and this one we could also set it from the database. Really, this one we could put it in the database. We don't need the status. We can just define this on the database. If we wanted, we could just give it, we can give this default from we can give this default from the database. Okay, the status true or false. Okay, that one is just going to be handled. Now we have these coupons, then we have the product after that, then we have handled the categories, so we have the coupons, and then we have this product. We can just quickly do the coupons, and what I'm just going to do here, we can just simply actually in the catalog, I'm just going to go inside here. I can copy these three things, this and this. I don't know if they are selecting. We could just copy everything we have here, Control A, put them inside coupons. So here in this page, just simply paste here. And what do we change here? So we have page, this one is coupons, and then we have the header, this one is coupons, href data, this one is going to be coupons new, and then this one is going to be add coupon, and then here table actions, and then we have the table. Great, and then just go back to the categories, copy other things. So we have these two folders, this update and then this new. Just right click, copy them, go back to the coupons and paste this. Okay, so we have now the new. So let's start with the in the update. There is nothing big. You can just say update coupon. Okay, we're just going to look at that in the future. And then we just have this new, and the new is the one which has many things, and this is going to be new coupon. Okay, the coupon, just going to give it, because we're just going to apply only this coupon on the we'll be applying this only on the checkout. I think on the checkout, that is on the cart page, so we do not need any image in any case. Okay, so this set loading is okay. So here we just need ID, which is auto. We need title. Let me just go back to the add new coupon. So we have the campaign name, Okay, so just come here, we need the campaign name, then we need the campaign code. I think we're just going to call them, instead of campaign, we're just going to call them coupon. So this is the coupon title, coupon title. I'm just going also to just leave it as title. Okay, and then now the code. So we have the code, which should also be auto-generated. Okay, and then we have this coupon validity. So we have the coupon validity date. So we have this validity, okay, date. In fact, we just call this one expiry date. So coupon expiry date, when does it expire? There is no need of the image. So basically we have 1, 2, 3 things. Okay, so you just go down here. First of all, in this data we don't have this. This will have the auto-generated. We have to create another function called generate coupon code. Okay, right now okay, I'm just going to go here in a second. So what is this? So we have these 3 things. I'm just going to remove first of all the image. Okay, so the coupon, let me just come here, text input, text text area. So we don't have any text area. So the first one we're just going to have 3 inputs: the name, the this, and this. So we can just leave the name to be just finishing the whole line. Then these 2, they can be in the same line. So I'm just going to duplicate 2, 3. Okay, the first one is the title, which is the coupon title, and this one I'm just going to leave it finish. Okay, then we have this one, which is going to be the coupon code. So just say here is going to be coupon code, okay, and then this one of course is going to be coupon code. So you can just say coupon code, just like that, or we could just call it code. Just add this class name and just say width is full. And then the last one, I'm also going to give is this class name of width is full. Okay, and then this name, this one is for the coupon expiry date. So this one is the coupon expiry date. The title of this one is going to be expiry date. Okay, the register errors this, and then let's just see if I have these 3. We're just going to go on to the UI and we see, so this create coupon. Okay, creating coupon. Okay, then we also have to change this button. I saw it, we did not change it, but we need to change it. So if I just go back to our page, go to coupons, let's see. So we have the coupons here, then we have add coupon. I'm just going to go that page also. So now we have this, we have to change this title. So just go up here on the form header. This is going to be new coupon, just like that, new coupon. Okay, and even this is working. So just have add new coupon. This should be working. All these ones are valid. Now the one thing, let's see, for the date, let's first pass in here the type. In the text input, let's pass in type, and we say it is date. I don't know if the type is supposed to be date. Let's see if this changes. Okay, so you can see it changes. Okay, and it gives us now the date, where you can pass in month, date, and this. You have this all calendar opening up. So this is all clear. I'm not complaining on this. And we could just go ahead, if we wanted, we could also put a nice date picker. I don't know if there is any, you could just have React date or something, like React date picker or something, npm. Like there are sort of libraries I think you can use. You can see the tons of them here, React date picker, React date picker, or you could just even say React calendar. I just first say here React calendar. Okay, there is this, a lot of these npm packages, React date picker, and I'll just need to see something which has sort of like a demo. I don't know why they don't put like to have demos before you just like use. Online demo is available, just go and see the demo. So I guess it is this one. Okay, so this is how this looks like. Not bad. There are some others here. They also give you the same thing. Okay, others have even the CSS, start dates, date, set date, on change. We can just like leave that. We're just going to go through this. Let's just go with this simple version. Someone can enter the month, they can click here and they can navigate November 24th. You click, everything enters correctly, so this is good enough. Okay, so now let's just try to get the data. Now what I wanted is this coupon, the coupon code to be also auto-generated. Now what I don't know if I set, one thing we're still figuring out is if you provide the default value. If you provide any default value, you realize it does not actually yeah, and actually yes, it appears there, guys. So you pass in this default value. Let's go to the text input. Okay, so this default value, I think we are using it to set the default value. Okay, so this works correctly and you can again edit it. Okay, which is good. So this means we can generate the coupon code. So how would we generate the coupon code? What if we could just be having you want it to be generated from three things. One, the coupon title. Okay, we could just get the coupon title, maybe Black Friday, and then that is like maybe the coupon Black Friday, and then we add the date in it, like its expiry date. Okay, it would be good if we pass in also the expiry date. So for instance, it becomes something like Black Friday. Okay, Black Friday, and then maybe it just says dash dash maybe November 24th 2023. Isn't that just really complicated? Maybe just like how to so like of course even the coupon code has to be, I think, unique. Yep, the coupon code has to be unique, because if others have the same coupon code, okay, yeah, we can generate it from the title, and then we add the random time. Maybe you could just like add random characters, or we put the now. That time yeah, we could just like add anything. Maybe you could just like Black Friday. I wanted it to be having the date in it, like someone can know this was it was generated on 24th of 2023. This is when it is going to expire. We can generate it in this format. Okay, and I just want to first get this. How does this get generated? You just say here title Black Friday. Just say Black Friday. Okay, and let's see how we get this data. So just go back to this. Okay, the text input, and then we have the title, coupon code, and the expire date. Okay, we don't need to add anything like this rag. Okay, I can first just like this take all these ones. We just only need to console the data. So I'm just going to go to the F12. I just want to see how the date is generated. How does the date look like? So if you just say click here, so we have this coupon code Black Friday. The date is in this format. Okay, and then you have the title. Okay, yep. So I'm just going to create a function that is going to help us generate the coupon code. Okay, and to do that, I can just simply use, and I want to show you how to use like ChatGPT, guys. So I'm just going to just use ChatGPT in this case. I don't want to. We could just like really create this, but this is very easy to show you ChatGPT. So I'm just going to say create a function, okay, that generates, okay, that generates a coupon code. So you say a coupon code from the coupon title. So the coupon title, okay, and the date, okay, and the expire date, and the coupon title, and the coupon expire date, and the coupon expiry date, just like that. Create a function that generates a coupon code from the coupon title and the coupon expire date. As simple as that. So you could just like have, you can just go ahead and make it complicated, okay. You just and then make sure that and then you can just say here, you can just go ahead and say the title must be in uppercase, title must be in uppercase. So the output, so say the output should be in this format. The output should look like this Black Friday. So the Black Friday dash, maybe it was 24th, and remember the date we are just like putting in is of this format. Let me just copy this. Okay, so the Black Friday and the date was so 24th, so can I say 24th 11 2023, okay, and then anyway, this I don't think like this is going to be good. But still can just use the titles. They should be different, okay. That's the uniqueness. The titles should be unique. Can just leave it at that, and then I'm just going to go and check and say from title, if the title here was the Black Friday, like Black Friday, and the expiry is equal to this. So you have like that, and you just like see what will generate for us. And what we forgot is stated that in JavaScript. So generate a coupon code, generate a JavaScript function. So you could just here just say, remember I'm using React. I'm using React. So just save and submit. Okay, so just see here, it tries to give you everything. So generate the coupon code that takes in the title and expire date, and then format, it has date title dot uppercase dot replace this. Format the expire date. So here the is formatting the formatted title is this, and then the formatted expire date to ISO string slice this, that, this, and we have the coupon code in this formatted title and the formatted that, return coupon code. Let's just have this, see if it generates anything. Just copy this, go to this, where is the libs? So in the lib, just simply create, generate coupon. Okay, generate coupon code. Okay, generate coupon code dot js. Normally just like rename it over this, generate coupon code. Make sure they are the same. Just going to rename this to this. Okay, so everything is okay. The first thing, they get the title and the expire date. We first get the formatted title by converting it to uppercase and then replace and removing all spaces. Okay, so that this will now be converted to uppercase, and then we format the date to, so you see we are formatting the date to this format, dd, and the year, and is just doing this slice to ISO string. This is putting it in the normal date in the string, and the slice, I think is to only get the 10 characters, and then split, then reverse, then join. Then let's just have this and see. Just go here in the page, not categories, but just here. So we can have the code. So I'm just going to come here. So just say const coupon code, coupon code. Okay, so this one we're just going to have it as a set, because if we want this to be seen down here, okay, so I'm just going to say this this have to be outside, and just remove this. So just going to have a state here holding it, const just going to say const, just going to say const, and just say coupon code set, coupon code set, coupon code is going to be equal to use state. Okay, my machine is freezing. Use state here. Now what we need to be the default, okay, what we need here to be the default, I don't know if I can pass in the function actually generate coupon code. I brought in something else, generate coupon code. Okay, and then now we have to pass in the most interesting thing is that we have to get the title and the expire date, okay, from whatever the thing we are naming it. So we cannot have it there. Okay, so that is very tricky. That means we have to update it from inside. Okay, that means like this they have to, we have to update this before saving. How do we do that? So we can just say also, let's just first see. So for instance, if I say title, there is something else here from this is tricky. So we have something else. If I say const, for instance, title is equal to watch, okay, and we're just going to have this from this side. There is this watch function, is watch title, I guess. Put here a dash here, just like this. Is watch title. I don't know what this just what it means. So let me just say go ahead and console.log title. I don't know if this is just like real time. Let's just first go back here. So if I just come in just a minute to see if we have cannot access title. Okay, so we cannot access title before initialization. How does watch go about? Just a second. Just want to go up here to this backlink. Let me just check the components as if there is where I have the watch. Just go to this last component. There is delete button, and then there is the table component. There is where we have another component. I think let me just say Control F here, toggle. I think this is why I have toggle. So there is this checkbox, and we have to pass in this. I think this is supposed to be title, just like that, the watch title. Let me just go ahead and see now. So I don't know if this watches the title here. If we type in something, yeah, so you see you have like the real-time update of the title. So black, like you have here the real-time update, and then we can also have it with the date. So we can just have the watch here, and let's say also watch the expiry. So you can have here expiry date, and then you see here watch expiry, and this date I'm passing here are the ones you passed in here. So you can just see, copy this. Let's go and see, just pass this one here, and let's go also console the expiry date. So we can just like I think keep watch of all those two. So anything you change here, month. So if I change to month to December, date maybe 21st 2023. So you can see like this is being recorded here, only that the last one was not captured. As if it has only 1021. Okay, still the good thing that if we have this, let's see the data. So, and whatever is there is what they will capture here. Okay. The good thing now is that we have these ones outside. What we would do is we would add another button. Okay. Yep. So what I think the good thing would be, would design this to have, for instance, the generate. Okay. So to have this to have the small button which says, for instance, generate the coupon, and then we could have those ones actually like first picked, and then like we generate them. How do we do that? So just go back here. Okay, of course now we would just say here, down here, that const coupons, a const coupon, let's say here, is equal to generate coupon code, and then we pass in these two things, the title and then the expiry date, and then let's console.log coupon and see. So we have any errors. Generate coupon code is not defined. Generate coupon code, what do we have? Export, so just here export so you have to export this, export const this, so that we can be able to use it this side. Okay, just have it there. Okay, so now we have this generate coupon code. Let's just see. Just see what you're going to have. Formatted, cannot read properties of undefined. What do we have here? Title and this. Why do they say properties of undefined? Oh, okay. So so at the beginning, so we can just like give this, maybe by default, just give this, like we give them just like something to start with by default. Okay, because at first we haven't typed in anything. Still, even this one is complaining. So basically we are trying to run the code. That's where the problem is. We are trying to generate the coupon code on running direct, just like it is just running this, and then trying to run this, and it has nothing. So the only choice we have right now is that we are not going to give a person a chance to see the coupon code, but the coupon code will be generated on create. Okay, that's the only thing we can just do. So I'm just going to remove all this. Okay, I'm just going to copy this here, cut this, and I'm just going to remove all these ones. Sorry. Just going to remove all these. So just generate this here before we do this. So where we have like here slag, I'm just going to say const coupon code. So just going here, coupon code is equal to generate. Okay, so here just going to have data.title, so data.title, and then here just going to have also data.expiry date. So just copy this name here, just copy this name here, and that means not there, this one, and that means we don't need this. Okay, we don't need this, we only need the expire date and the coupon title. Okay, so I'm just going to come here, data.expire date and data.title. This should get a coupon code, and then we can just come here and we add it, data.coupon code here is equal to coupon code, something like this. So we generate it here, then we add it to the data, and now we can console.log data. Okay, so now to just make the UI look nice, just make this one also to be a half, so something like this. So this one should now look good. They are all going to be only two, the coupon title and this. Okay, so just say Black Friday, and then this, just choose the today's month, just click on the calendar, and then just choose like whichever date we want, and create coupon. So there is an error, and I quote, expire date to ISO string is not a function. Okay, expire date to ISO string is not a function. Okay, so this whole thing we have, I don't think we need this. If you go back to this function, a second. Okay, just a second. What we just need is, we did not even get the console. Just see here of the data. Okay, just before we generate, just a second. So here we have the coupon code, this. So before we just put this, just a second, even this. So just console the data, and I want to pick that data. Okay, yes, I want to pick this data, like create. I have this data, so just copy this, so use this as an example of the title and expiry. Okay, use this as example format. Okay, just paste this here, expiry date, that, and then like just move this, and then just move this. Okay, just like that. They just see what. Okay, so you can see now it now revises this. Okay, it revises the function. It does not need to just simply split and reverse. That's what is only needed. So just going to only change this formatted function, just only this format. Copy this. There is okay, just go to the libs. So here on the lib, just remove this whole thing. Okay, just put this, remove this. Okay, so just get the date, split it using this, and this creates an array, and then reverse the array, and then join it using the space, which is really nice. Simple as this. So now everything should work now. Let's just go back here, and let me comment this. So I'm gonna comment this coupon code and then add the coupon code, and let's go ahead and see. You can't just go and refresh, but will automatically refresh. So let's create. Okay, down here. Okay, so you can see right now we have the coupon code, Black Friday, and then the passing 09 11, and this is the one we pass here. You can see they started with the date 09/11/2023, expired date, and then we have the title. So everything is cool. Okay, yep. So this is really cool. We'll be showing the code on the other side. If you want to copy the code, and then you can copy the code. Okay, so right now we have this. The only thing remaining is to set up the endpoint. Just go to this API, simply duplicate these categories, just simply copy and go to this API and paste this. Okay, just say F2 and just name this to be coupons, just like that. And inside we have the route, then we have the post, and then here we just need the title, the coupon code, okay, and then we also need expiry date, expiry date, is that the spelling? I just get the spelling from here, guys. I'm not going to fight with it, just get this route. So just get this. We have three things: the title, coupon, and the expiry date. As simple as that. Okay, so new so this is going to be new coupon, and then this. Okay, so just here in the error, fate create coupon. So we have the coupon now, coupon code and expiry. Just copy these and just put them here, as simple as that. So let's just go ahead and try to create one now this time, and let's activate the makePostRequest. First of all, set loading API. It is API coupons. Okay, data, and then this one is the coupon reset function. So we don't have the image. So now we can just go ahead and try to run this. Okay, so just create. Now we have to change this button, creating coupon, new coupon created successfully. If you check on the console, we can just check here the details. Just go on the console and the title, the coupon code, Black Friday, and then put this, okay, and then you have this. Okay, so that's good, that we can generate the coupon. And when we are building the referral system, we also generate the unique links, and I think we can also use this same coupon to generate. Okay, so that is great. We have this working, also connected to the backend. Okay, we have this connected. The only thing we can just work on is this button. The submit button is not matching the color scheme. Okay, so here, first of all, in the dark, want to make this one to be lime, dark focus lime, dark hover lime. Okay, yep, so that's great. So everything is lime, and then our normal circumstances, this is going to be BG slate. I'm just going to make it 900. Okay, hover BG slate still, and then just say here, yeah, make it like 950. 950. Focus ring outline 9, focus ring CSS slate. Okay, so just have that. Right now, just try see. So I'm just going to key in some weird data, create coupon. Yep, so you can see created coupon, and you can just check it on the console here. Okay, just see here, we have this whole name, and then we have the date. So that's great. Okay, I'm just going to drop this down, so that one is also rectified. Now we could just go ahead and create now for the slide. So we have the store slide. So I'm just going to give you a challenge. Go ahead and create for the slide. Okay, so the slide is going to have, if you just go to the slide here, this home slide, this home slide is going to have the image. Okay, so it has the slide image and it has the URL. So it has only two things. It has the image, and it has also the URL. Only those two things that we need here. Now, the fact that it is an image and is going to be displayed on the UI, we can also give it the description, just for purposes of search engine optimization. Yeah, so you can give it also 3 things. So the only thing you just need to do is coming first in the create it here, where we have the sliders in the, I'm just going to remove for the attributes. We will not have attributes. Okay, we will not have these attributes. I'm just going to simply delete attributes. So the attributes is taking in consideration like size and all that kind of stuff. We're not going to use that. Instead, we'll have when we're creating a project, we'll be saying we'll consider if it is retail or not. So just move this to trash. So we don't need this. and then we have banners. So in these banners, simply go ahead and copy these things here, copy for this into the banners, create all these things. So in the banners you have only 3 things. Let me put here. So try to create that another assignment. So we have it should have the image, okay, and then it should also have the description. And in fact, yeah, you can just say this one meta, okay, meta description, just leave it as a description. And then finally it should have the URL, okay, the URL. This is the link that should lead to wherever the person wants it to go, okay. He could just like he's targeting a specific product, or he wants something, so he has to tell us the URL, and we are going to see how this one is going to work, or how this is going to be generated. So we could either create it upon the categories, or we could give him, if it's going to be based on the categories, so we can just say this, it can be based on a category or a product or something, okay. Yeah, we can just help them. Instead of struggling, we can just say select the image or select the category, and this one is typically aside, okay. So I'll just come back in the second in another episode where we'll complete and put all the others, okay. So thank you so much for watching this episode. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, and also give this video a like so that it can move and reach other people. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next episode.